Carrie told Avery it was her signature fragrance, which Avery knew had to be special. When Carrie was away from home and Avery was feeling lonely, she would sneak into her bedroom and squirt some of the special perfume on her arms and legs and pretend her aunt was there in the next room. What Avery loved most about Carrie, though, was that she talked to her like she was a big person. She didn't treat her like a baby the way Grandma Lola did. When Carrie spoke about Avery's no-good Mama Jilly, she always began by saying in her no-nonsense tone of voice, "I'm not going to sugarcoat the truth just because you're little. You've got a right to know." 1 week before Carrie moved to California, Avery went into her bedroom to help her pack. She kept getting in the way, and when Carrie had had enough, she sat her niece down at her vanity table and placed a shoebox filled with cheap costume jewelry in front of her. She'd collected the baubles at neighborhood garage sales as a present to give Avery before she left. The little girl was thrilled with the sparkling treasures and immediately began to primp in front of the oval mirror. "How come you gotta go all the way to California, Carrie? You're supposed to stay home with Grandma and me." Carrie laughed. "I'm supposed to?" "That's what Peyton says her mama says. Peyton says her mama says you already went to college and now you're supposed to stay home and help take care of me 'cause I'm a handful." Peyton was Avery's best friend, and because she was a year older, Avery believed everything she said. In Carrie's opinion, Peyton's mother, Harriet, was a busybody, but she was nice to Avery, and so Carrie put up with her occasionally butting into family business. After folding her favorite baby blue Angora sweater and placing it inside the suitcase, Carrie once again tried to explain why she was leaving. "I've gotten that grant, remember? I'm going to get my master's, and I know I already explained at least 5 times why the extra schooling is important. I have to go, Avery. It's a wonderful opportunity for me, and after I've started my own company and I've become rich and famous, then you and Grandma will come and live with me. We'll have a big house in Beverly Hills with servants and a swimming pool." "But then I can't take my piano lessons, and Mrs. Burns says I have to 'cause I've got ears." Since her niece sounded so serious, Carrie didn't dare laugh. She said, "You've got the ear, and that means that if you practice, you could be good. But you can take piano lessons in California. You could take karate lessons there, too." "But I like taking karate here. Sammy says I'm getting stronger with my kicking, but you know what, Carrie? I heard Grandma tell Peyton's mama she doesn't like me taking karate. She says it isn't ladylike." "Too bad," Carrie said. "I'm paying for the lessons, and I want you to grow up knowing how to defend yourself." "But how come?" Avery asked. Peyton's mama asked Grandma how come, too. "Because I don't want anyone to be able to push you around the way Jilly used to push me," she said. "You're not going to grow up being afraid. And I'm sure there are wonderful self-defense schools in California with teachers just as nice as Sammy." "Peyton's mama says that Grandma said Jilly went away to be a movie star. Do you want to be a movie star too, Carrie?" "No, I want to build a company and make tons of money. I'll make other people stars." Avery turned back to the mirror and clipped on a pair of fat green rhinestone earrings. Then she untangled the matching necklace and put it around her neck. "You know what else Peyton said?" She didn't wait for a reply. "She says her mama says when Jilly had me, she was old enough to know better." "That's right," Carrie answered. She pulled out her sock drawer, dumped the contents on the bed, and began to match the pairs. Jilly was 18. "But what did Peyton's mama mean? How come she should know better?" "She meant that Jilly should have taken precautions." The drawer fell on the floor. Carrie picked it up and slid it into the dresser, then went back to the chore of sorting through the pile of socks. "But what does that mean?" Avery asked. She was making faces at herself in the mirror as she put on the second necklace. Carrie ignored the question. She didn't want to get into a long-winded discussion about sex and birth control. Avery was too young to hear about all that now. Hoping to turn her niece's attention, she said, "You know, you're very lucky." "'Cause I have you and Grandma to look after me, 'cause I'm a handful?" "That's right," she agreed. "But you're also lucky because Jilly wasn't drinking like a fish or taking feel-good pills by the fistful when she was carrying you. If she had put all that garbage inside her, you would have been born with serious problems." "Peyton says her mama says